students. Now we will report about astronomy and the background of astronomy, history of astronomy, and the calendar timeline of astronomy, and the philosopher involved in astronomy.
Astronomy is a natural science that studies celestial objects and the phenomena that occur in the cosmos.
It uses mathematics, physics, and chemistry in order to explain the origin and their overall evolution. Object of interest includes planet, moons, stars, nebular galaxies, metalloids, asteroids, and comets.
The evolution of astronomy. The very first astronomical event took place some 13 to 20 billion years ago. The theory's Big Bang in symbolized term universe started off as a small spark before expanding into big vast space full of stars, planets, meteors, and pretty much everything. The Big Bang theory is based off the framework of Albert Einstein of the theory of relativity. Since humans gain intelligence and ability to think, they are being constantly studying by astronomy. In 32,500 BCE, people of the Upper Paleolithic period tracked the moon phases by carving the space on animal bones around 2000 BCE. People in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia used solar lunar calendar, the first people to do so, and there's a sundial on it, and the purpose of that is to track time based on the line from the shadow that created by the pillar in the center, as also known as gamon. Moreover, Galileo Galilei created his own telescope that can magnify images about 20 times better than earlier telescope. He used it to discover the 4 moons of Jupiter and also that all moon has craters that the Earth and our Sun is in what a collection of stars that orbit around a supermassive black holes, as also known as the Milky Way galaxy. Galileo was a strong supporter of heliocentric theory. However, this got mentally trouble because at that time the co-church was heavy supporter of the geocentric theory. Although Galileo kept all his emotion, he became increased convinced that the heliocentric theory was true over time. Another one is Isaac Newton. He was developed a theory of universal gravitation while depending on Kepler's work. He is considered as the founding father of modern astronomy. 10 years later, in 1926, Robert Goddard was launched a rocket which used liquid fuel. He was able to include that was more fission than solid fuels to curve his rocket formula. In 1857, Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, a Russian rocket scientist, he was the one most important figure on astronomy. Because of him, we won a foreign rocket space that we would today. During his early years, he attended to write a science fiction. He wondered how human will be able to go in space and make a living and no such as technology existing in it. In 1883, he published an article about living in space, and in 1894, he published an article about aerodynamical advance in aircraft, and in 1903, he published the manuscript which one of the scientifically variable proposal to use rocket for humans to enter space. And in 2013, NASA successfully delivered commercial satellites in the Earth's orbit. And finally, in 1969, the American astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first successful person that landed and walked on the moon.
Nicholas Copernicus, 1,400 years. He put forward the idea of a solar system model in which of all the planets would orbit around the sun instead of the earth. Nicholas Copernicus was an astronomer who proposed a heliocentric system that the planet orbit around the sun. That Earth is a planet which resides orbiting the sun annually, also turned once daily on its own axis, and that very slow changes in the direction of the axis account for the precession of the equinox.
Tycho Brahe, 1,500, catalog hundreds of objects with an insane amount of accuracy, discovered the creation of new stars.
Heliocentric system in which the sun and moon orbit the earth while the other planet orbit the sun. Although Tycho's planetary model was soon described, his astronomical observations were an essential contribution to the scientific revolution. Galileo Galilei, 1,500 years. He is known as the father of observational astronomy. He is first to observe the sunspot and back the heliocentric solar system. Galileo was a natural philosopher, astronomer, and mathematician who made fundamental contributions to the science of motion, astronomy, and strength of materials to the development of the scientific method. He also made revolutionary telescopic discoveries, including the four largest moons of Jupiter. Johannes Kepler, 1,500 years. He is first to explain the motion of the planets. He published 3 laws describing these, including elliptic orbit instead of circular. Johannes Kepler was a German mathematician and astronomer who discovered that the Earth and planets travel about the sun in elliptic orbit. He gave 3 fundamental laws of planetary motion. Edwin Hubble, 1,800 years. He discovered galaxies outside of the Milky Way are showed that many galaxies were moving away from each other and show the redshift. Hubble also demonstrated that galaxies further away from us are receding faster than those nearby.
A fundamental observation now known as Hubble's law. The idea of an expanding universe is a key underpinning of the Big Bang theory.
Prehistoric period observations of celestial bodies, practical purposes like navigation, ancient civilizations, 3000 before Christ era to 500 CE. Babylonians developed a rudimentary understanding of the motion of celestial bodies. Ancient Egyptians used astronomy for religious and agricultural purposes. Ancient Greece, 600 before Christ era to 200 before Christ era. Thales proposes natural explanation for celestial events. Pythagoras introduces mathematical relationships in astronomy. Aristotle's geocentric model gains popularity. Hellenistic period, 200 before Christ era to 300 before Christ era. Hipparchus developed a comprehensive star catalog and introduced the concept of magnitude. Ptolemy's Almagest consolidates Greek knowledge, promoting a geocentric model. Islamic Golden Age, 18th to 14th centuries. Arab astronomers translate Greek texts, preserving and expanding astronomical knowledge. Al-Batani accurately measures the length of the solar year. Renaissance, 14th to 17th century. Copernicus proposes a heliocentric model. Kepler's laws describe planetary motion. Galileo observes celestial bodies through a telescope. 17th to 19th century. Newton formulates laws of motion and gravity, providing unified explanation for celestial motion. Herschel discovered Uranus, expanding the known solar system. Laplace develops the nebular hypothesis for the formation of the solar system. 21st century, Hubble's observation confirmed the expansion of the universe. Development of radio astronomy. Space-based telescope like the Hubble Space Telescope provide unprecedented views. 21st century, advancement in observational technologies including gravitational wave detectors, continued exploration of exoplanets, and the search for extraterrestrial life. This timeline highlights major milestones, but there are countless contributions from astronomers worldwide across the centuries.
Here are some astronomy calendar of celestial events for calendar year 2024 that you should not miss in this 2024. This is astronomy calendar of celestial events contains dates for notable celestial events, including moon phases, meteor, shower, eclipses of opposition, conjunction, and other interesting events.
Ancient astronomy holds significance for various reasons. It was crucial for navigation, agriculture, and timekeeping. Additionally, it shaped cultural and religious beliefs, contributing to the understanding of celestial patterns and seasons. Studying ancient astronomy provides insights into early scientific thinking and technological advancements, marking a fundamental stage in humanity's quest to comprehend the cosmos.